Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to Disco Elysium. So, let's resume where we left off last time. Everyone knows the most interesting thing about fascists was their magic. Okay, if you say so. Another boring book just discarded here. Okay. Uh, so there are a couple things we can interact with. Let's see here. Several maps have been attached to the bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They are held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insolinde, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. Look at Insolinde. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is Lake Caio. You're here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands. Ile du Fantôme, I think. What else? Ozone, Laurentide, Face à la Mer, Archipelagos, Islands, or just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white. It is integrated into mathematics. Okay. In the northeast, the dust mite stands on the north coast of Caio in a bookstore. It's you. So we are on the north coast of Caio, okay? Squint first. Can you see cities on the islands? Okay. You can. On Caillou, Revachol, a single black star. On Ozone, Fond de l'Air and Virmando. On Archipelagos, Croyan, Morin, Villiers. On Semenin, Olduvai, I think. And on Laurentide, the Aura of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots, and an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history. Look at the edges. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Mundi is the north azimuth, Grad the northeast azimuth, Samara is the east azimuth, Seol is the west azimuth, Isolas they are called. Okay. Connections to other words. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are, distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. We had an impossible conceptualization roll. Okay. Perhaps they are gods, ghosts of distance and other dust. Outer dust. Well, okay. Look at the map of Revachol. The north coast of Verdant Island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, La Jourdain, Stella Maris, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East. And west of the river? Coron, it's somewhere to live, not bad. Then there's Jamrock, it's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Fobong, it's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City, it's the worst. And Martinez? It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait, there it is. North of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have, but it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive. Look at the map of Martinez. It's not really a map, it's a tourist thing, a picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jacked boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there. Storekeeper, can I buy these maps? I'm sorry, officer, the map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore, and besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. Why is the one of Martinez so cheap? The whole thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that was never nor came to be. That never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps. Place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it? What happened then? They didn't get far for some reason. A shame was never the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business. True. Oh. Oh. Want to buy the map of Martinez? We pay 90 cents out of 26 that we have. 26 real, I suppose. Or we have a 58% chance of stealing it. And it's a white check, so we can't retry it. Well, let's first do something else, then we'll see what to do with that. Did we already check this from the last episode? I don't remember. Nope, we didn't. Shelf of biographies. The plaque on the shelf reads biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Anything to note on this shelf? I would say the woman comes to herself, the greatest innocence yet. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic powers. Who or what is an innocence? A very influential historical figure, but surely I don't have to tell you that. She waves her hand as if casting aside the thought. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the entire order of things. I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and greatest. Sure, it's funny. Perhaps for a layman, she scoffs, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings. Do our words seem vague and abstract to you? So you recommend it? Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise. Okay, so she recommends to buy this, but she would probably recommend to buy anything, considering it's a store. You feel like you should get this one, definitely. It's important somehow. There is something personal inside. Okay. Greatest innocence. So the game is kind of like suggesting me, and it's a success roll, so it is suggesting me to buy this book. Well, I want to first focus on paying the hotel, if I manage to, so I guess I can keep the book here for a while and then come back to it once I can spend some money, you know. Look through display books. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads High Speed of Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irr and Alfie Delatraz by one Cecilia Averbrook. What's it about? High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver Jacob Irr. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irr's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and... okay, well, it was basically doing a bunch of that. Next to that, Australian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a run-down drug den. Is a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days. I really must insist you buy one of the books. You're interrupted by the shopkeep. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead, take your time. Time is commerce. Alright. So that was that part. We still have this to check, and then we can move on from here. Shelf of paranormal books. This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There is also a wide range of paranatural literature. Look through the shelf. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wellness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book and many others on this shelf is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. How does that work? It serves platitudes while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway without even clearing your code or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though, it's important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. Does the book say anything else? The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from, how to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver, and so it's basically talking about us. There is even a chapter on the ancient Ray's tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted disease. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. Oh, nothing worth buying, haha. So very like good stuff for us. What books are this? Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. She narrows her eyes. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up like opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no. Okay. Sure. All right. So that was about it for this part. Let's move. And yeah, we add these parts here that we didn't really touch last time. So let's see. Close curtains. You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Okay, so the back presence call out from the counter. Okay, shopkeep what's behind the curtains. Examine the strange cage-like trinkets. Pull open the curtains. What's behind the curtains? Nothing. Now please go back to browsing books. She fiddles with her pendant. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about. Is she trying to like brainwash us? She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you. Yeah, exactly. Urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Examine the strange cage-like trinket. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stare at you. From the looks of it, this is a traditional Siminese ward meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges. And who are the Siminese? Inhabitants of the Isle du Fantôme, the Simonine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fishhead charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you. I mean, I can try to open them. I mean, we are a cop, technically. True, we don't have a mandate, but... Sure. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more. Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Her hand has closed around the pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous. Perception. She looks away, mumbling, why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people? Okay, so probably it's about the curse, actually. This is about the curse. That's why you're afraid. This is different. I'm a police officer. But I sense this place calling me. I must investigate beyond the threshold, or this is continue, this is continue. So we probably get to say all three of this if these two are continue. It's about the curse. That's why you're afraid? No, it's just a storeroom for the employees. I told you. Now, please step away from the curtains. She's almost begging you. This is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. So it is about the curse. The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. You do? She grabs her pendant again, visibly shaken. My God, even more reasons to not mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. Okay, so this I feel it's like a bigger choice. I'm gonna open them just because she's so nervous. It makes me think that maybe she told her, her daughter about a curse, but, there is actually something behind it, maybe. I'm gonna open them, just in case we get a good clue. No, she raises her hand to try and stop you, but please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme. Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. Okay. Curtains tattered with age and covered in dust hang before you as if taunting you. Rip them apart, it's time for real. This time for real. Okay, it's not a locking thing, so I guess we can do it, so ignore the curtains for now. Let's go and talk with her. Let's see if we can convince her to open them.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Plaisance. The clerk extends a greeting.
Welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
The energy you bring into space. Okay. Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later. Ah, as in money. Well, seeing how much she tries to make us buy a book, she probably won't give us anything. But let's see. Let's try.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor.
A grave psychic disfavor. Okay.
One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Certainly, there are good things to be said about dependence. Well, that's rhetoric speaking. Uh, it will forge ties between us working people, good practice for fighting our common enemy. Or, you misunderstand me, I'm a powerful feudal lord. I demand tribute. This is about traditions. Uh-huh. Damn, you're right. What kind of a business relationship with that? Kickstart, excuse me, I don't even know why I said that. A lapse of professionalism that does not represent my values. It will forge ties between us working people. Yeah, this is like funny, but yeah. Let's try
Now,
that.
hey there. Sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for the energy they bring into this space.
Uh-huh, okay.
Fighting enemy. My philosophy is everyone just getting along.
We can ask it again. What about the
Sir,
other
don't be
then?
ridiculous. One has to earn.
Oh, we can say the others. Um, let's see. Feudal Lord.
Now, hey there. Sounds like someone isn't taking
Ah, she's gonna
responsibility.
give.
Power.
Oh,
These are not the traditions we're used to in this part of the world.
okay, so she does say something unique, depending on what you say. Hmm. There were a couple more
Sir,
options.
one has to.
Let's see. Um, kind of a business relationship with that kickstart.
Exactly. In this kind of business relationship, I could come and critique your work any time. I could demand things from you, limiting your creative freedom.
We wouldn't want that.
We wouldn't want that, true. Um, what was the last
Sir,
one?
one has to.
I don't even know why I said a lapse of professionalism that does not represent my
Oh
values.
my, of course. What a man.
What a man. She's disappointed, but okay. So, are you the owner of
I
this store?
am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice is high-pitched, as if to give it more penetration. Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side. What if I want to buy a book? The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed. Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right? Um, hmm. Okay. Uh, what if I want to buy a book? Let's leave the curtains for last. Gonna see we're already doing good browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? She feels her pendant, then waves her bony finger directly at you. Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you. What type of books do you have? Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. She nudges her glasses. The shelves compel you, don't they? Okay. Take another look. Um, Get outside mention this place is cursed. Well, your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right? Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Uh, yes, of course. Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Yes. Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, I see. How compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? 10, she's certainly very polite and helpful. 5, I felt some interest. 1, not impressed. I'm not gonna grade the human being, I don't do that. Well, I would like to answer this, but I feel like we're gonna close this, like, talking path if we do. Let's go 10. She's very polite and helpful. My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. She's immensely satisfied with her answer. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Annette is quite the trooper. She's a great value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. I guess she's a trooper, alright. She looks like she can take it, but it's actually wearing her down. You know she's been biting her nails? Yeah, I want to say that. God, I told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. Her voice is firm. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life. I don't think she can do anything about it. She can, if she has enough willpower. This was called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks. Come on, Mom. It's obviously she can't do anything about it. You're placing an unnecessary burden on a young child. What you're doing is wrong, even I know that, and I usually don't know anything. Okay, that is true, and obviously the will of the market, but maybe make an exception for your daughter. Actually, it's super alright for kids to shoot their hands up. Forget I said anything. Um, uh, Yeah, okay, first one. She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. She's looking for one, but there simply aren't any good arguments for being an asshole. All of a sudden, she exhales sharply, her shoulders slump down. Oh no, she mutters. Hold on, I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There, she returns with a nod. Oh, we get experience for that. Nice. Um, okay. She returns with a nod. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother's called a dull mind. All this stress, she stops but her mouth keeps moving. Is this husband Annette's father? Is she an only child? She told me she doesn't go to school anymore. Oh, this is a conclusion, so this probably we get to ask all three. Is this husband Annette's father? Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. She says gloomily, no matter, no matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne. Wait, Grand Couronne? What's that? It's a proper place to live, one of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. Her smile is wide. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds, better times ahead for sure. Your husband's also involved with the bookstore? He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner. Super silent, almost inaudibly so. Is she an only child? Yes, I'm afraid so. A real threat she is. It would be nice if she had. She pauses for a second. No, we cannot have afford more children, really. Not in this economy. A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior. Why not? We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Her voice wavers a bit. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. I'm sorry, she catches herself. I'm sure you do understand. She told me she doesn't go to school anymore. She's been too busy helping me here, so she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course, Pleasance nods. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off. And health freeze is over? Never mind, it's not a good topic to get into. True, store doesn't seem like it's about to pick up any time soon. Alright, I had something else in mind. Um, okay, so the only thing that we can talk about now are the curtains. Mm, why are so uptight? I already told you it's just a storage room for employees and I understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books. She recites it like a poem or she's playing a role she's grown tired of. She's so tense it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in a half yet. Why are you still talking about the books? Are you trying to put a spell on me? It's just a storage room where you're so tense. Why does it have Semini's ward protecting it? I wonder if I picked inside. We're still talking about bugs. Are you trying to put a spell? A spell? As if. She snorts. This place doesn't need any spells or who do mumbo jumbo. This place has a wonderful energy. She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile. Then something breaks. Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you ruined everything? She closed her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. Host of hosts, she prays, guard me and my honest business venture from curse that lurks behind the curtains. How does this curse manifest itself? The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store. It's the curse of financial distress. Her voice drops to a whisper, of ruin and bankruptcy. She peers at the curtains again. And I mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced financial troubles. True. I was hoping for something more paranormal, true. But officer, there is nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence. As if I was unwanted here. Okay. So our option changed. Why didn't you just tell me about the curse? It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism she shivers is dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them. Wow, void wraiths. You have a new words. I've sought help from anyone. Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a paraseminis mediators. They provided me with their words. She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains. The words help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. Um, is your pendant part of the word as well? Oh, this shows the pendant in her palm. Its ochre art glistens under the lights. No, it's a special Himenian amulet. No, Himian amulet. Blessed by desert pygmy shamans with a spell of compulsion. It compelled people to buy books. There are numerous spellcasts throughout the store. I had the books anointed with different inducement spell, for example, she nods, is guaranteed to boost sales 15%. Desert pygmy shamans? That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people. True. Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real. Yeah, sure. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be so they can return to their slumber. My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective. Okay. Uh, convince her. Ooh, it's a 90%, 97%. Convince her to let you investigate the Doom commercial area. Okay. 97%. I mean, if I fail this check, that's very bad. Alright. Slater up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like. Uh, what if I don't want to lie? Ma'am, I'm here. No, I want to lie here. I came here to help. I've handled paranormal situations before. Are you sure? She looks skeptical. I don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. I returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives. You're not paradetective, you look nothing like one, and you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but you look like one, true. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. It's necessary to drink the spirit in order to contact the void. Nah, this one. How do you know all of this? Here we go. We got her. Your words brought me here in the first place. The Simi's blood also runs through me. I'm the Void Revenant. I have the powers to the bad, all the bad energies. Nah, this. You're part Seminis? Oh, it means our meeting could have been mere chance. The hand of fate guided us. But I'm not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You're certain you can help us, keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. Uh, no problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are no match for me. Just ask my partner Kim. He'll vouch for me. Uh, eh. Okay, sure. Oh, the lieutenant mumbles in minor confusion. He has not been listening closely enough. You put him on the spot. Certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field. If you promise, good officer, then... She shuffles nervously. You might be your last hope. Do you swear it? A hand on your heart. On my honor. New task. Investigate the Dune commercial area. Thank you, sir. A timid sigh of relief followed by a cautious smile. There is one more thing I haven't told you about yet, the entity. Do not act surprised. You know of those things, sir. Of course, the entity, for I have sensed its presence. You have, she gasped. The entity takes the form of a woman, witch, probably. I suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney? Okay. Chimneys aren't big enough for that chimney. The passage between heaven and hell, of course. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Key to the bookstore back door. Okay. Some unnatural magic, I assume. She shivers. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please, do return to me after you've looked around. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared. Um, okay. I had a few more questions about the curse. Never mind. Okay, no more. Farewell for now, book peddler. Okay. So affair. Wow, you work hard. I do. Oh yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's start out there, but you keep it real and provide. I guess I do. Oh yeah, like a horse, a workhorse for hard work. What hard work do I do? Look at yourself, you're a human pedometer. You must have walked 100,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride. Yeah, I write a little. If I can write the language. I write a little. A little, you make money. You got girls, baby. You got those black papers with the faces of the innocences on them. You bring in the yeah those and the solace. It ain't easy, but you do it day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. I guess I made some guilds, sure. Sure, sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into a cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mud? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now ask yourself, are you rich? No, I'm actually not. That's right, you work harder than anyone, you almost rode yourself into the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? Got it, okay, running my ass, the system is broken, there are market for car cops, fucking taxes, man. I don't know. System is broken. Boo-hoo, the system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fucking attitude you're used to. What is that? Why are you so poor? Um, hmm. Uh, okay. Look, the immigrants are cool. They play cool music. Everyone likes them, especially women. Oh, okay. That was a quite a hit there. Don't hate on the immigrants. They got nothing to do with you living under a boat. Okay, I don't know. Taxes. That's right, 100%. Fucking G-Man got his jam cover sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Grosvenor state that is Revachol? I thought there were no taxes. You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, this tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there is the stuff people in the other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. Customer state is a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money. Okay. Free market fundamentalist now. Uh, sure, why not? Tag gain, indirect mode of taxation. Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Flee the people. Keep it real. Keep it straight. Keep foaming at the mouth fiercely on the tax issue. Okay, so before we look at their other thought, it's been quite a long episode again, about 30 minutes, and I'm gonna cut it right here. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you had a great time, and hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.